Carly Romero, currently the operations coordinator at NewMexicoWomen.org. She has a background in community organizing and feminine embodied leadership based in southern New Mexico. She is currently working towards her master's degree in educational leadership at UNM and recently published her first book of poetry about the magical nature of New Mexico women in 2017. Welcome to the stage, Carly.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. I just want to acknowledge my grandmother and my mother. Oh, can you hear me now? Okay. I just want to acknowledge that my grandmother and my mother are here because my poem is about the resiliency of New Mexican women, and these are my models of resiliency Okay, this poem is for all of you and all of us on the stage. New Mexican women are tired of people celebrating the resiliency that comes from broken education, resourcefulness in poverty, breaking generational addiction, surviving domestic violence and sexual assault, and loosing our voices in places they've long been silenced. We are tired of being born into the resistance by virtue of our skin color, our economy, and our gender. We want our culture, our brilliance, our gender identities and colors to flow freely and powerfully throughout political places and policies, not to always be met with resistance by the white gaze of white supremacy, the gaze with which our institutions were envisioned, the gaze with which our policies were written, the gaze with which our bodies are violated, our lands are exploited, and our culture is consumed. We want our resiliency instead to be cultivated by quality education and to be cultivated with a reflection of ourselves, our languages, and our experiences in office, in boardrooms, and as teachers. We want our resiliency to be cultivated by investment in our infrastructure, state budget, sustainable agriculture, and language reviving programs that make welcome the people that we belong to. We want our financial resilience to be cultivated with true living wages, equitable pay, and by valuing feminized labor. We want our communities to join our resistance by unpacking their own roles in racism and sexism, to get brave, dive deep, and let old beliefs and biases go that don't serve our dignity and our humanity. We want our resilience to be cultivated by trust. The more society chooses to trust women, the more our daughters will know that they can trust themselves. And the less they have to fight quiet, daily battles of internalized sexism. We don't want to keep growing our resilience through struggle. Resilience is not sexy when it is born of historical trauma and displacement. We want to resource resilience in a truly sexy way, with love, support, grace, and opportunity. We want to heal in our communities and take time to be with our hearts and to tend to our bodies in nourishing ways. We want to live in heartful and abundant resilience that is not only up to us, but is systemically supported. We want a resilience that honors the struggles and the grace of our grandmothers and our ancestors, while gifting our daughters with the truth of their power and their potential. And that is why we march. Thank you.